Imagine placing a small bet with a friend. If you win, you get $20. If you lose, you owe them $20. On paper, it seems balanced. But most people hesitate. Something feels off. That hesitation is not about the money itself, it's about the pain of losing it. This reaction is called loss aversion. It's the tendency to feel the sting of loss much more intensely than the joy of a gain. Research shows that losing $100 can feel about twice as powerful, emotionally, as gaining the same amount. That's why a single bad day at work can overshadow an entire week of good ones, or why one harsh comment lingers even when it's surrounded by praise. The roots of loss aversion run deep. From an evolutionary perspective, avoiding loss often meant survival. For early humans, losing food, shelter, or safety could mean the difference between life and death. Gaining something was helpful, but preventing loss was critical. Our brains have carried that wiring forward. Today, the stakes are usually less dramatic, but the same bias drives our decisions. Take investing as an example. People often hold on to losing stocks for too long, hoping they'll bounce back, because selling feels like locking in a loss. Yet the same people may sell winning stocks too quickly, just to secure a gain. This pattern isn't logical, it's emotional. The fear of regret makes people cling to what hurts them and let go of what helps them. Loss aversion also explains why gamblers keep chasing their losses. Walking away means admitting defeat, and the discomfort of that outweighs the sensible choice of quitting. In relationships, too, people sometimes stay in unfulfilling situations because leaving feels like losing what they've already invested time, love, effort, even if moving on could eventually lead to something better. Businesses understand this bias well. Warranties, free trials, and limited time offers all play into our fear of losing. When you sign up for a free subscription and then face cancellation, you're not just deciding whether you like the service, you're battling the feeling of giving something up. It's the same trick behind phrases like "don't miss out" or "only 3 left in stock." These cues trigger a subtle panic that pushes us to act. Sports provide another clear example. Fans often talk more about a crushing defeat than a glorious victory. Athletes, too, replay missed chances in their minds far more than the goals or points they scored. Winning brings excitement, but losing creates a wound that lingers. Even everyday choices reveal the grip of loss aversion. Think of cleaning out your closet. You come across a jacket you haven't worn in years. Logic says donate it, but something stops you. What if I need it someday? The thought of losing the jacket, however unlikely you'll ever wear it, feels more powerful than the benefit of freeing up space. Psychologists Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky studied this phenomenon extensively when developing prospect theory. They found that when people face potential gains or losses, they don't weigh them equally. The curve of human emotion is skewed. Gains feel good, but losses cut deeper. This uneven emotional landscape shapes everything from political campaigns to personal health decisions. For instance, public health messages framed around loss, like "if you don't wear sunscreen, you increase your risk of cancer," often work better than gain-framed ones such as "wearing sunscreen keeps your skin healthy." Politicians tap into the same mechanism by warning voters about what they stand to lose if their opponent wins, rather than focusing on the benefits of their own platform. Fear of loss stirs action more effectively than the promise of gain. But while loss aversion is powerful, it's not always rational. It can make us risk-averse when risk might actually lead to growth. It can keep us stuck in jobs we dislike, prevent us from trying new experiences, or paralyze us with indecision. Avoiding loss at all costs sometimes means avoiding life itself. There are ways to counterbalance this bias. One method is reframing. Instead of thinking, "I'll lose my money if I invest," a person might focus on, "I'll lose the opportunity to grow my savings if I don't." Another strategy is to set rules in advance, like deciding ahead of time when to sell a stock, or limiting the amount you're willing to gamble so that emotions have less power in the moment. Mindfulness helps too, by making us aware of the disproportionate weight we give to loss. Recognizing loss aversion doesn't mean erasing it, it means learning to live with it wisely. The pain of loss is part of being human. It keeps us careful, motivates us to protect what matters, and sometimes helps us survive. But it can also hold us back, convincing us that safety is better than possibility. The truth is, every step forward carries the chance of a stumble. Every risk contains both gain and loss. To grow, we have to accept that imbalance. Wins may not thrill us as much as losses hurt, but without risking one, we can't experience the other. And while losing is hard, never trying can be far worse.